yourself. Now, I'm live, and I've always wanted to do this. Want to share some books that I've read that have impacted my leadership journey. So I'm all about empowering you as current or aspiring leaders to really reach your highest potential to through accountability, but also being more productive, being more efficient, mastering your mind so that you can truly prioritize and watch what matters and live a life that is something that you want and that you're crystal clear on it and that you're thriving in every aspect of your personal and professional life. And so join me on the journey to do that, and I get to empower and support you to do that as well. So I'm going to be talking about, there's actually so many more books, to be honest, but I want to preface this because they say books that impact your leadership journey. A lot of books, we know books have pivotal roles in our lives, and it opens up our mind to all different things. But even for me in my leadership journey, a lot of the impact came from the experiences I had, and so the books were reference points and prompts alongside my experiences. So I had an experience, and then this book gave more clarity. A book maybe gave more clarity on the experience I was having, or a book opened my mind on something I was already thinking about, but I wanted to dive deeper on. You see, so put in the chat if you ever had something. Have you ever had a experience, but a book really just like confirmed what you experienced? Like, oh, that's what it was. And so for me, I studied sports science and sport and exercise science in university. Um, yeah, and I did a lot of leadership projects um, in my time. I'm still young, and one of the things I realized is that the books really were helpful in my elevation because it was really just great reference points for what I get to do and what I already had in my heart and mind. Because sometimes we have doubts, and then we read one page or one word, and it's like, yeah, I'm back. So I'm gonna share some books that I've read on my journey, and let me know if you read them, and let me know what books are you currently reading that are creating an impact for you. So hey Savio G, Hydrox Edits, Chris Andrews, sorry to hear that. So the first book I'm gonna share with you is, was it The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. Think Rich to Grow Rich. So this opened my mind around wealth. It opened my mind around abundance, and actually thinking in an abundance mindset, because a lot of the time it has a lot of declarations in this book where it talks about having a millionaire mind and really connecting your emotion to what you want, because again feelings have energy, and of course it's you need energy to make things happen in your life. Let me know if you can hear me. Oh, you're from North Korea. Oh wow. Are you playing games? You're not from North Korea. You're funny. Oh, you have that book. Okay, nice. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is a lot of nuggets around wealth. So even just this, look, rich people are bigger than their problems. Poor people are smaller than their problems. So that's just one wealth file number 9, for example. And so I really find this book interesting. This book you can read every day if you wanted to. To be honest, like this is great. This is powerful, and it really talks about giving and receiving. So it talks about a lot of, well, wealth is very spiritual. talks about giving and receiving, being generous, contributing, creating impact, all that stuff. And yeah, so this book. So if you have it, let me know. If you haven't got it, I recommend this. And so has another book, and this book was recommended to me by this business mentor that I met on the airplane. Actually, strangely enough, I was it 2018, and poof, this book changed my life. It's called The Secret of the Ages by Robert Collier. It's an old book as well. So it's got 7 volumes, and it talks about the formula of success. It talks about the universal mind. It talks about consciousness, but also talks about the great people in terms of history that achieve big things in their life, and it dives deep on how they did it, and what could have caused them to really have such innovative thinking, such as Einstein, such as great conquerors of kingdoms. Like what possessed them to come up with the ideas? Like even the architects of the biggest buildings in the world. What why? Like what made them want to do that? And so this book actually dives into being a master of your destiny and being the captain of your soul, because a lot of people that achieve great things in their life, they stay empowered because they are doing something that is coming from their soul. They're doing something that makes them feel alive. They feel alive doing this activity. It's something they love to do, and so they have constant energy towards making it a reality in their life. So I mean, Secret of the Ages. If you let me know if you have this book. If you don't, I recommend getting it. This book's underrated. I've read this about 2 times. Yeah, I've read it about 2 times. So yeah, check this one out. Check this one out. It's good. Okay, next book. I'm gonna say yes. This book. Hey, your local pretzel. So this live stream is about books that have impacted me on my leadership journey. And so let me know if in the chat, what journey are you on? Are you on a journey to be your best self? Or are you on a journey to be empowered in your life, every aspect of your life, whether it's personal and professional, whatever work you're doing? Let me know. I'm just sharing books that I've read along my journey that's actually helped me, you know? Yeah. So Red Star, yeah, Mansa Musa and the Empire of Mali, a true story of gold and greatness from Africa. So you may have heard of Mansa Musa, and Mansa Musa was the wealthiest man that lived, and he literally was part of the golden age, and it was about the 13th century. And so he was the wealthiest man on the planet. So imagine his wealth back in the 13th century, in today, he would be a trillionaire. That's how much wealth he had. He would be a trillionaire right now with the money he had back then. Because he had like so much gold. It's crazy. And the way he operated in commerce, it tells the story of how he negotiated, how he operated, and his devotion to what he did. Yeah, exactly. The richest man richest man alive on earth to ever be. Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, man, I do love this. One thing he does mention is making pilgrimages, and even like his philosophy. So yeah, about 500 billion. Yeah, about 500 billion. That's how, yeah, and that would be trillions in today's money, because again, the currency appreciates over time. So watch out for inflation, guys. That's another live. We'll talk about that on another live. But yeah, richer than Elon Musk, definitely, for sure. And of course, he did it through ethical means. So he was straight commerce all over the planet, pretty much. all over Africa, but it stretched further than that. And I'm trying to find one. There's one page that stood out to me. It actually has a lot of illustrations of tools and even animals and items and assets that they use to barter and for commerce. So yeah, so this book it really impacted me because I'm really big on history as well, and so for me, I know that I'm gonna be wealthy in this lifetime, and I know I get to help others do the same. But it's like, what's behind the minds of those people who are doing this? You know? Yeah. 1 second. Let me see. My favorite book, Mohit. I'm not sure what my favorite book is at the moment. You know what? Out of the ones I just shared with you, maybe this one. Maybe this one. Maybe this one, because this one's deep. Yeah, and so another book I have read, but I don't know what the book is at the moment, but it's called The Kabbalion by the Three Initiates. So it talks about how the universe is mental and all is mind. So everything begins and ends in the mind, you know? Oh yes, I'm definitely into history. Hydrox edits. Yeah, so and then Kabbalion. So if that's not that's I don't have the physical book right now, but that's on my list as well that I've read. Really expanded my consciousness, really shifted how I led myself in my how I lead myself in my life. So now we're gonna get to how many books I've done now? 4. Raw. So now this one, I actually read this year. So this year I've actually read this year I read like 4 books already. And so this one is called Think Bigger, and 39 other winning strategies from 39 other successful entrepreneurs. And so this got me in the mindset of literally entrepreneurs that think big. And things don't happen just by chance or by luck. It happens by choice and by creating intentional action. And there are so many case studies and examples in here. There's so many it's so crazy. I appreciate that, Hydrox. We need more live stream like this. Yes. I'm gonna start doing more live streams like this on the vertical stream. Yeah, what type of business you trying to start, Hydrox Edix? You trying to editing business? Because I mean, that's a especially in the age of AI is a great time to do that. And so yeah, so this actually talks about people were down on their luck, and they managed to make things happen. And there's a lot of unorthodox lessons in here. So it even talks about how successful entrepreneurs, they take a lot of vacations because they need that balance of time to breathe and really digest what they've created and digest their thoughts. So, all clothing, nice. And so yeah, so literally people have built wealth outside operating their business. So they built wealth through their investments. They built wealth through relationships. And so it's very powerful. So I definitely recommend this. This is by what's his name? Michael Sonnenfeld. So Think Bigger by Michael Sonnenfeld. Happy 4th of July, Aesthetic. Thank you, Moy. Greetings from Germany. Yeah, go on. Yeah, Think Bigger by that's a great book. Another one. Oh, this one. I don't know why the cover's like this, but it's called High Performance Habits by Brendan Burchard. This is the book. I was like this book. How? Honestly, I'm taking my time with this. Like I'm not even finished with this book, to be honest. But I'm halfway. Look, you can see my my bookmark. I'm like halfway through. I'm halfway through, and I can't get enough of this. The book is literally reading my thoughts. I'm like, no wait, I thought of this, but someone's actually did this, so it means I'm on the right track. You know, this book is huge, yeah, and it's dense. It is dense, dense. Yeah, yeah. So, am I Jamaican? Great question. Yes, my parents are from Jamaica. So yeah, I'm. What do they call it? What do they call it? British Jamaican, Jamaican British. I don't know what it is, but I'm from London in the UK. So shout out to you in Germany. Yeah, yeah, I'm Jamaican. I wasn't born in Jamaica, so I'll say British Jamaican. You know, Jamaican Brit, whatever. I don't know what you call it. I'm just. Man. Yeah. So this book, Brendan Burchard, High Performance Habits. Okay. So I'm all about healthy habits. Like I even drink a gallon of water a day. Like I got like a whole bottle right here. Let me drink some now. Actually, you know what I'm saying? That's good. Oh my days. Can I speak? You know what's funny? Well, you said, "Can I speak with Jamaican accent?" It comes and goes. You know, it comes and goes. So in London, London's very diverse. So what's crazy? What's interesting is that London, especially in East London, there's a lot of Caribbean communities, culture, and you hear a twang. Like for example, the way I'm speaking, you might think I'm from the Caribbean, but then you'll hear me and you're thinking, why you sound so posh for a Caribbean? But then you realize it's the clash between the British accent and then the Caribbean. Yeah, it kind of it's very interesting. You should come back to India and rule again. Now that's funny. Oh, Northwest London, nice. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, okay. High performance habits, good one, good one. And now this was a good book. It was a good book. I read this a while back. It's called Purple Cow: Transform Your Business by Being Remarkable by Seth Godin. And of course, look, book. So of course he wanted to be different, remarkable. So he flipped the pages like this, didn't he? And so yeah, Purple Cow. So he gives a lot of case studies of a lot of big companies that fall outside the box. For example, for example, you have Amazon, Starbucks. They did what Dr. Bronner is a different type of is a Castile soap. It's a nice healthy soap, and so there's a study about this which is very interesting, and on basically, let's say on the Dr. Bronner's soap, it has writing on it where it's giving you a lot of information which is valuable. Plus, the product's good. So not every product has that, and that's what the differentiating factor was from that. So it was basically in a nutshell saying how the old ways of marketing are dead and being safe is too risky, which I would agree with. I would agree with that. Playing it safe, but in this world you can't really play it safe. It doesn't. Who's it helping if it's not helping you? You know. And the thing is, it gets to help you, but it also gets to help others. So I'm all about win-win relationships. So what I'm sharing gets to help you in the same way it's helping me. So for example, on this live, I'm sharing you books that impacted my leadership journey, and in sharing, it's reminding me of what I learned. So it's like now I'm in a state of gratitude. It's like, oh yeah, I remember reading this. I remember when I read that, and now I have more energy to move forward in my purpose and what I'm doing. Purpose driven, and so you get to be like that as well. So I'm gonna move to the next book. Skill with People. I came across this book in 2016, I think 2016. So this is called Skill with People: The Art of Dealing with People, by Les Giblin, and this book is short. You can read this about 100 times in a day, but you're gonna want to take your time with this book. I promise you. You're gonna want to take your time with this book. This book is good. Capital good. With a capital S. And like it's so simple and powerful. So for example, it's like, okay, how to skillfully influence people, how to skillfully listen to people, how to skillfully agree with people, how to skillfully make people feel important, how to skillfully talk to people. Because you might not be good at talking, but you get to be skillful if it's something that's going to help you move forward in terms of the life you want to lead. If there's something you want to achieve, you're going to have to learn how to talk to yourself as well, how to skillfully talk to yourself and understanding human nature. One of the most impactful things that I got from this was how we learn. So we learn through okay, let me get the exact insight for you. Yeah, how we learn and buy. So it's 83% through sight, 11% through hearing, 3.5% through smell, 1.5% through touch, and 1% through taste. And how we retain information: 10% of what we read, 20% of what we hear, 30% of what we see, 50% of what we see and hear, 70% of what we say as we talk, and 90% of what we say as we do a thing. 90% of what we say as we do a thing. So, you know, when they say, walk your talk, be about it. So if you're saying something, say it as you're doing it, or do it as you're saying it. It's like, oh, I need to go to the toilet. Go to the toilet as you're saying it. Don't hesitate. Go. You know, like, oh, I need to drink some water. Go drink your water. Oh, I need to read my book. Go read the book. It's on your mind. Don't let your mind control you. Don't let your mind clutter you. Like you get to follow your compass. Okay. So skill with people. Get this book. It's very cheap, but powerful. Okay. Les Giblin. Okay. Now, moving on to the next book. This book is called Say Water in British. Well, I just said water, didn't I? Sorry. Anyways. So next book is Key Person of Influence. Okay. So the 5-step method to become one of the most highly valued and highly paid people in your industry. So this is for everyone. Okay. It doesn't matter what stage of leadership you want to lead in your life, what industry you want to be a leader in. It could be construction. It could be game. You want to lead the gaming industry. It could be lead content creation. You might want to lead clothing in some niche. You might want to lead sales. You might want to lead real estate. It doesn't matter. Okay. Whatever you want, you can be a key person of influence. Okay. So this allows you to attract better opportunities. Allows you to be super honed in on the value that you have and you want to provide. So this guy's by Daniel Priestley. Check him out. He's a great writer. No doubt. And so this is definitely worth it. Top book. I would read this again. And you know what's crazy? The next book I'm about to show you is from the same author. Look, watch this. Oversubscribed by Daniel Priestley. Crazy, right? I don't know how I got these two books at the same time. Who knows? But this is about learning the recipe for business success. So, this one's a mouthful, I can't lie. But it talks about, especially about innovation and really connecting with your audience, setting your targets and staying firm on what your targets are. Ciao, Savio, ciao. Setting your targets and like finding your people, like finding powerful partnerships, that are going to help you in life, and then people that you get to go on your journey with and help, and you get to help them along the way. Okay, so Oversubscribed is another book that impacted my journey. Now, I have a lot of other books. However, let me just bring up the ones I've shared with you so far. I got a whole, as they say in Jamaica, I got a whole heap. I got a whole heap. Okay, so boom. I shared with you about 10 books so far. Okay, 10 books. No, wait. I can't even count, can I? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, 9. And then the 10th one that I was sharing was The Kabbalion, by the Free Initiates. So you could actually download that online as a PDF. And if you want like a link or some access to these books that I read, comment books in the comments, and then I'll send you a link to get this directly. Okay, so let me know which ones you want. Did you want Think Bigger, Oversubscribed, Key Person of Influence, Purple Cow, Skill with People, High Performance Habits, Mansa Musa, Secret of the Ages, or Secrets of the Millionaire Mind? Let me know in the comments, okay? Let me know in the chat. Okay, and the reason why I'm sharing this is because I feel it's very essential that not only we read, but audiobooks are good. But it's important that we read, because our goal in life is to evolve. But we get to choose how we evolve. And so ask yourself the question, how do I want to evolve in my life? What aspects of my life do I want to lead with excellence? What am I curious about? You know? And ask yourself those questions. And then next, ask yourself, okay, what books align with these questions I'm trying to get answers for? Because for me, I'm very curious. If I'm thinking of something, I was like, is there a book for that? It makes me wonder. Is there a book for this? Is there a book for that? Ask yourself these questions, because for me, I know the question is the answer. Okay? So whether you're from Northwest London, whether you're from Germany, whether if you're from Kenya, North Korea, it doesn't matter. You all have dreams and goals. You all have a reason why you're tuning in to get insight on these books. It's because there's something within you that wants to evolve. You have a soul. There's something within you that wants to grow. There's something within your personal, there's somewhere within your personal and professional life that you want to grow, and you get to do that. No one's stopping you. We're not babies anymore. You have a choice. Babies have circumstances, whereas once we're grown to a certain point, them circumstances now become choices. So things may happen in our life, but they're not happening to us. They're happening for us. It's a stepping stone for us to evolve and grow beyond our conditions and really start thriving together. Okay. So also, if you do want a guide, or let's say if you have a to-do list, or if you want to tame your to-do list, or if there's some really important goals that you want to conquer, if you want a free guide, type in Thrive, THRIVE, in the chat. Type in Thrive in the chat or in the messages if you want a free worksheet that's going to guide you to help you move from surviving mode to thriving mode. And again, let me know which books you want to, which one you want to tap into. Okay, and I'll definitely get to support you with that. So I don't know what I'm not sure what my next live is going to be about, but stay tuned for my next live. This is Divine Edwards, aka Divine the Connector, connecting you to the knowledge that will empower yourself. Stay empowered, and just remember, the connection continues. Stay powerful, stay accountable. Take care. Bam. Take care, Savio.